back. It's of course a day 4, game 7 that we're geared up and ready to bring to our viewers. Of course, if you are joining us, it means you're on either one of these platforms, NBC2, NBC Plus, FIFA Plus or COSAFA TV. Good morning to all our viewers across the African continent and across the world, and thank you so much for joining us on this auspicious occasion. Of course, we are joined on the sideline with Lady Yana Nanamus and of course Hafeni Daitunga. Good morning and thank you so much for joining me.
Morning, morning, morning. It's a wonderful day. Okay, let me not lie, it's a very hot day. But I'm ready for some good football.
Lady Anna?
Good morning, CJ. Thank you so much for having me once again. I'm so excited to be here and watch some beautiful football today.
Excited, definitely, because we are featuring the defending champion Zambia as they make a return for their 6th edition at this year's COSAFA U17 Championship. Of course, they have won the cup twice before and they're looking for that elusive 3rd and to make it 2 for 2 back to back. So what an exciting encounter to look forward to. Of course, they will be taking on Mauritius in this one, and Mauritius suffering a major defeat yesterday, but trying to remain positive and trying to bounce back from that one. Lady Anna, I'm going to start off with you. First 45 minutes, what can we expect from these two sides?
I think from Zambia we should be expecting an attacking force, obviously because of the log standing that shows that right now they are 2nd in the group, and obviously you want to be first, you want to top the group so that you can advance to the semi-finals. So we are looking into Zambia attacking more, and in the side of Mauritius I think they just don't want to concede a lot of goals.
In terms of you, Hafeni, how do you see the first 45 minutes going? Do you agree with Lady Anna, or do you have another stance on how it might be progressing?
I guess the obvious thing is to say that Zambia is going to come out full force in attacking, but I'm more interested into seeing what Mauritius has to offer. Are they going to come with the same grit that they have in the first half against their opponents yesterday? Because they did show some flash of like good organization in the defense and a glimpse of counter-attacking capabilities. So I'm excited to see that matchup today as well.
Now, Lady Anna, I know you are a massive fan and really looking into what Zambia has been producing in that first match. What stood out for you against the match, their match against Mozambique on day 1 that really can come to light even in this fixture?
I think it's how their individual brilliance comes together. You know, they look like a very well-oiled machine. They work together as a force, be it attack, be it defense. I think this team really is here to win this trophy this time around again. Obviously defending their championship, but I think I'm very impressed with the way they play, the way they think, their tactical awareness, you know, their technical ability. I think a very gifted team we are expected to see here.
And we saw Mauritius in action yesterday. Apart from their defensive structure, Coach, what else would you say comes to mind when you think of Mauritius and what they could probably do to better today's result and really try to give the defending champions a go in this one?
I mean, they were passing the ball, they were connecting the ball. They got the ball into the second third of the opposition's half many times in many occasions. And I think this is just a clear case of sometimes the scoreline can fool people that haven't watched the game, because before the game reached the 75th minute, I feel like Mauritius was always in the game. They always looked like they were going to score at some point, but you know, it's just how life is. If you don't take your chances or you don't create more chances, you won't be able to score. But I hope that today that they get the ball to, is it Maria? Yes. Maria and Oscar, because Oscar showed some very good glimpses on the right-hand side, and let's hope that she can break through that defense and you know, do something for Mauritius today.
Definitely so. As we see the teams bus arrivals earlier this morning, of course Zambia now sticking with Zambia, as we see them there on your screen, of course just for our viewers out there is a bit of stats, and just to show you how successful Zambia has been in the under-17 competition. They've played 23 games and won 18 of them, only lost 2 and a draw of 3. So they are definitely a force to be reckoned with. They currently stand on 112 goals for and 17 goals against. What a what numbers and the math that needs to come in there, Lady Anna. I mean, you can't compare that at all to any of the teams that are here in terms of their success rate.
Yes, CJ, and it shows why they are the most successful team in the tournament right now. They've won it twice already, and it is only because they are ruthless when it comes to their attacks. They do not choke when it comes in front of the goalpost. They take their chances and they make sure these chances are good chances, and the goalkeepers never stand a chance.
Coach, there's not been a very much big change from Zambia, only one for them in the starting lineup. Do you think the coach, particularly apart from having to score those vital 3 points on the log, might she be looking at something else that she really wants this team to execute today with not changing much of the side that we saw on Saturday?
I mean, we as coaches, or now I'm talking from the coach's perspective, you might see a 4-0, right? But the coach might have seen something that she's not impressed with. And now she's trying to rectify it, because as you can see that they're using this tournament to prepare obviously for their World Cup qualification, and this is the tournament where they can make the mistakes and rectify these mistakes as well. But I mean that stat is even crazy. I mean, scoring over 100 goals in a competition where you've only won it like a handful of times. It's mind-blowing.
Mind-blowing indeed. Now, Lady Anna, I know you've been keeping a close eye on certain players. Who stands out for you, and who are you looking forward to seeing in this match for the Zambian side?
I think the captain, Mukoma, she's a very interesting player to watch, exciting. But I think the 17, I'm a huge fan of hers. She's very tactically aware, very calm on the ball. She knows where she wants to get the ball. She bosses the midfield, and I like to see a boss out there.
Like to see a boss. Now, in terms of their opposition, of course, Mauritius not having the best of outings. This is their third edition, but we know they suffered a massive defeat yesterday to Mozambique, the biggest we've seen at this competition for this year still. And they currently boost 6 goals for, while they've got 49 against them. So not a stat that any coach would be proud of. But what could they look at in terms of, and which type of players will they be tapping into for this first 45?
First of all, let's talk about the players that are not available. Their centre-back, Amanse, she was a big blow. You could see that she was the one who pulling that defense together, and the fact that they didn't concede in that opening 15 to 20 minutes was solely down to her organization skills. But the person I'm actually looking forward to is Figaro in the midfield. She was everywhere. She was bossing that midfield, regardless of the scoreline. She was the spark that made everything tick for the Mauritians. So I'm actually excited to see that battle in the midfield between her and the Zambian players.
Now, Lady Anna, I think you wanted to jump in there?
Yeah, I wanted to add to Figaro. Her defensive abilities are insane. She knows when to drop in there and slot in and assist her defense. You know, cover defense is very great, and it is very important as a midfielder to be able to help in attack and also help your team in defense. So a very impressive player indeed.
Now, Lady Anna, I wanted to emphasize on what the coach said. She said they've got a fairly new team after their loss against Mozambique yesterday. But as per our calculations, they've got 9 teams that are returning from December's competition. So what do we make of her assessment? Does she maybe mean that they are new in the sense of to the game of football and they're new to the setup, but they have some form of experience at least with the one competition in December?
Yes, CJ, I think the 9 returning is not necessarily saying that the 9 were active in the last competition. Maybe they were on the bench. They haven't had the experience, the playing experience. But hopefully them being present in the previous competition brings some sort of experience that they can bring to the next teammate, and they can really just help and push the team to just do their best out there today.
Now, Hafeni, Coach Colette also mentioned that it's a big mental thing for them to recover before today's game. It's more about the mental aspect for her than what the body is going to do. And I think something that will definitely be creeping in the minds of those 9 players that are returning is the fact that they played against Zambia last year and lost 10 goals to them. So do you think there'll be a bit of PTSD, if you like, post-traumatic stress coming from knowing that this team beat us just 5 months ago, 10-0?
I think it's a situation where the players are trying to prove a point where they suffered that large defeat last year, and saying that now, look, we are up for the challenge to rectify it, so people don't remember that 10-0 from the previous competition. And now suffering, this 11-0 yesterday wasn't really the best start, but as I said before, this is not a team that is bad at all. They do know how to connect passes. They do know how to get into the final third. They just have to get that X factor that will actually enable them to score goals or create even more chances. And I think from that is, like the coach said, it's just a mental thing. You just have to prepare them, encourage them, tell them that you can do it, because you are playing against players that are playing football just like you. So the moment the final or the whistle starts, or the whistle is blown, it's an even playing field. And I'm sure that Mauritius will come out today more excited, and they have nothing to lose. And there's nothing more dangerous than playing against a team that has nothing to lose.
Definitely so, Lady Anna. Just as an inspiring coach, what Hafeni just said in terms of nothing to lose. You've got everything to play for and nothing to lose except for gaining experience. That is what it's all about here. So talk to us about, as a coach, how do you keep your team motivated from the sidelines, especially as that starting whistle goes?
I think in the case of Mauritius, I think it is very important that the coach highlights the fact that this is a starting group. They are playing against players that have experience, that have recently qualified for the Under-17 Girls World Cup. She should just encourage them to just be brave, to keep trying. And they really, like Coach said, they have nothing to lose here, but to play for pride and dignity. Just to play for that little respect, so that the people at home can also still say, listen, you gave a good fight out there.
Exactly, because the pressure is actually on Zambia, because Zambia are expected to do a job today, and if they underperform, then it's going to look actually bad on Zambia itself. So I completely agree with that.
Now, Coach, let's jump in there. What is the job that Zambia needs to pull off? As for our viewers out there, Mozambique is currently toppling the table at the top. And what does that mean for Zambia? What type of pressure do they have on them as the defending champions right now heading into this match?
Look, it's not about, yes, their first objective is to win the game, but they have to try and make it more convincing. In the previous game, they weren't as convincing as we are used to seeing a Zambia team. So now here's an opportunity, and that's why you see probably that one change where the coach now is mixing up things, restructuring positions and so on. So after getting the first objective, which is scoring the goals, then from there make it more convincing for people to understand why you have qualified for the World Cup.
Now, Lady Anna, in terms of that pressure, what do you make of that pressure that Zambia is currently facing moving into this, and how does the coach deal with that in terms of just settling them down and getting them prepared mentally for this fixture?
I think already walking into this match, Zambia knows that they could score more goals than Mauritius, but it is up to the coach to remind them to stay grounded, be calm. When you are calm, you are able to score the goals. If you rush play, you are never going to get the goals that you want. And for Zambia, they really want to make a statement. They need to make a statement to whoever also qualifies for the semi-finals, because obviously whoever qualifies for semi-finals, the better you qualify, the more intimidation you show to your opponent. So you want to intimidate your opponent coming to the semi-finals. Zambia really needs to make a statement here today.
No, I stand corrected there, Ifeni. Of course, Zambia are above Mozambique on the head-to-head rule. Yes. So they can probably, with that, having that in mind, they can't be too reluctant and too laid back, because, as you said, Mauritius has nothing to lose. So they're going to come out and try to give it one last go before possibly going home.
Yes, I mean, you just can't sleep on this team. And like I said before, the score line of the previous game can literally blind people from the actual reality of what might happen on the pitch. This is not a Mauritius team that just kicks the ball around and they just chase. This is a team that has a plan, that probably will be able to, exploit one or two. They might not be able to win the game, but they might be able to exploit one or two weaknesses, especially the fact that Zambia is coming in probably a little bit underestimating the Mauritians because of the previous result.
CJ, just to add on that, we need to remember that we haven't seen any attackers take on the Zambian defense. So hopefully with their counter-attack strategy that we saw yesterday, Mauritius can take on the Zambian defense and we can see something great happening for Mauritius here today.
Hopefully so. Now, staying with that theme, how important is it to perhaps get an early goal in the start of this game? What type of tone does that set for either team to get an early goal?
It is very important. It is a crucial thing to score the first goal. You want to score as early as possible so that you unsettle your opponent. The moment they are unsettled, you are able to score more goals. But if it's 0-0, you give them confidence. They start believing that they can beat you, and you don't want them to believe that they can beat you. You want to score very early.
Coach, your thoughts on that early goal and what that will mean for either team?
Yeah, I mean, it really depends, because if that early goal comes from Mauritius, then we're in for a party today. But if it comes for Zambia, I would think it's going to be a very, very big task for Mauritius to overcome. But I hope that Mauritius come in with the same mentality as they did yesterday, because for the first 20 minutes they were resilient, they defended together, and they just never made it easy for their opposition. And I want it to be like a tight game. I don't want it to be a landslide victory for Zambia.
A landslide victory or not, in terms of just the players out there, what should the mindset be? Like you said, no pressure on Mauritius, just to play the game, just to have a lack of time, maybe the individual brilliance coming through, or is it the structural, you mentioned it yesterday so many times, Lady Anna, while we were watching, is that they're so structurally disciplined and that they're so well coached. Now, we know that Zambia is also a well coached team, so how are they going to clash head to head here?
I think with both teams being tactically aware of their surroundings, tactically gifted, well-trained teams when it comes to tactics and awareness, I think we are expected to see a really good match. I just hope that Mauritius can be consistent. I think the key issue here is that they are very inconsistent. Should they remain consistent, we are about to see a really good matchup here, right here, today.
Now, before we head to the 45, Coach, maybe just your predictions in terms of this first half.
Okay, I'll give two. I would like a 1-0 for Mauritius, but in reality, a 4-1 for Zambia, despite what I was saying before.
Despite what you were saying before. Lady Anna?
I think I learned a lot from yesterday. I'm going to be a bit dramatic today, and I'm going to go with a 5-0 for Zambia.
5-0 for Zambia in the first 45 minutes. So only time will tell. Of course, as for the fixtures for today, just for our viewers out there, a reminder would be that Zambia is playing Mauritius now at 12. That's the Group B fixture, the last one for the group, followed by Namibia and Comoros. So for the local fans, you still have enough time to make sure that you do come through and support our local girls. Of course, the young gladiators as they take to the field against Comoros. A hefty task for them ahead, as they need to score 10 goals or more to try and topple Mozambique, standing as the second best team at this point in time. So make sure that you do come out and support us, support the team here at the Hage Geingob Stadium. As for this match, it's over to Tswaro, as he will be bringing you the first 45.
Good afternoon and welcome to day 4 of the COSAFA u17 Championship at the Hage Geingob Stadium. I am Donald Borosing Chwaro Puduazone. Alongside me here is Salome. And we are going to bring you live this match here that is between Zambia versus Mauritius. Last match of Group B this afternoon. And we are just waiting for the two teams to come onto the pitch and deliver some good football. As you can see there, I think those are the medics for today. They will be, or they're actually responsible for helping out players that would be injured during the match. And there, the bench of Mauritius is having some early, water to drink. And we are talking of two teams here that has met before in this tournament. That was last year, where Zambia actually won against the Mauritius by 10 goals to 0. I mean, not the first time that they are meeting, Salome. Not the first time, really. And Mauritius really know what is coming up for them, isn't it?
Yes, indeed. And it's a great morning. Weather is fantastic. And it's not easy for my dear Mauritians, given the status quo for today. Zambia wanting to clinch the first position to qualify for the semi-finals, of course. All they need is 3 points. Can they spare the Mauritians the humility and dignity just to win with the respectable score? Whether that is to be the case, or whether the girls want to achieve high record for themselves as individual players, we don't know.
And remember that Mauritius was the nation that hosted the inaugural COSAFA u17 Girls Championship. That was in 2019. And since then, up until last year, that is the second time last year that they took part again. But then this time around this year, for the third time. But then they are playing against Zambia, the only qualified, team from COSAFA as well for the World Cup that will be played in Morocco. But for now, let's listen to the national anthem of Zambia. Land of wealth and joy in unity, victors in the struggle for our rights. We want freedom's fight, oh, one, strong and free. Africa is our own motherland, fashioned with and blessed by those who blend. Let us all our people join as one, brothers under the sun, oh, one, strong and free. One land and one nation is our cry, dignity and peace in Zambia's sky, like a noble eagle in its flight. Zambia, praise to thee, oh, one, strong and free. Praise be to God, praise be, bless our great Zambia, Zambia, Zambia. Green and we stand under the flag of our land. Zambia, praise to thee, oh, one, strong and free.
And now the national anthem of Mauritius.
are up against Zambia this afternoon. As I have said, Zambia are the only COSAFA nation that qualified for the 2025 FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup, which will now take place in Morocco over the next 5 years. And there we have it, the starting lineup. Only one change there with Precious, the goalkeeper here, Bukata Kakumbi. We have Gift Mazimba as well coming in. And there we have it, Kasema at number 14, Mwewa there in the middle at number 15, Mukoma and Banda up front, being tasked to really bring in those goals for Zambia this afternoon. And then coming back here to the Mauritius lineup, as you can see there, the two captains with the match officials in Lubeng from South Africa, Family Mlewa from Mali, and Mwila all the way from Mwila as well, being the match officials of this match here. The starting lineup here for Mauritius, only bringing in, or rather making two changes here in Suefra Regue and Anna Legris coming in here, as you can see there. The number 4, Dick, waiting on her to marshal that defense, and Oscar as well there in the center forward, as well as Legris. Vigaro, the number 6, the much talked player, or the much talked about player here for Mauritius, hoping to stabilize the midfield and really bring their A game to perhaps neutralize Zambia. And then the coach there, Kanyemba Carroll, really wants to win this one. And Salome, I mean, the two teams, as I have said, not meeting for the first time, but this time around, really, Zambia, they will look at perhaps breaking some records here.
Definitely, Charo, this is one of the toughest encounter for Mauritius, already having met this opponent before and humiliating them last year. Just to add on that, this is the same team that is coached by someone who have qualified for the World Cup 2 times in a row, back-to-back, 2024 and just recently. And part of this team, definitely you are seeing 9 players from the qualifying World Cup team featuring on the pitch right now as we speak, in exception of jersey number 15 and 14. All other players have featured in the World Cup qualification match that really granted them this opportunity. And of course, Zambia is sitting on 3 points, and another win today here will put them top of the group. That should see them to the semi-final. They are looking to come out strong and take control today. But Mauritius, they need to finish with pride.
They really need to finish with pride here. Are they just going to do that? Should we really take it as obvious, Salome, that Zambia is going to win this afternoon? I mean, seeing that, Mauritius lost against Mozambique by 11 goals to 0.
I mean, if you look at the Zambian squad, having about 12 to 14 players, being part of those that just competed recently and qualified for the World Cup, knowing that this is one of those games that already the 3 points are given to you. I would expect the coach to start with most of the bench players, but looking at the strong squad that is staged here to fight for their land, it's an indication they want nothing but all of it.
There we have it, back to the match here. Zambia playing there from the back. As you can see there, Faith Kaunda playing quite good there with Beatrice Njovu. And perhaps the ball just being too fast for her. And it goes out for a goal kick. There she is. That is Beatrice Njovu. She has been a starter in the first match when they played against Mozambique. And now really moving forward with a purpose. And it's a shot well over the crossbar. And as you can see already, Salome, for now, Zambia all over Mauritius in these first 2 minutes of this match.
Yeah, like the starting 11 shows already an indication they want to go all out, but every time I watch this Mauritian team, I should commend them for the great position, the shifting, you know, moving as a team and as a unit, and they could really also pull off a trigger if they wish to, but unfortunately, the opponents are just quite too technical.
There we have it for now. Zambia on the attack. What can they make out of that? Will that cross come in? Yes, it does. And not opportunity there, but then one can sense it. Really, it is coming. And it is a corner there for Zambia. And Taonga Mubanga going to take in that corner kick. So you can see there the coach of Mauritius really not settled at all. It is a corner there for Zambia. Could be another opportunity. Lining up for a shot. Hitting on the player there. And another opportunity here again for Zambia. Trying to clear the lines. It could be one. And walking on thin ice, really the defense of Mauritius here.
Like I mentioned, they work really as a unit, and if they are to maintain that throughout the 90 minutes, it's a question that needs to be answered, which is not possible somewhere, somehow. Concentration might be lost.
Look at that, lining up for that shot! The goalkeeper doing well there. Goalkeeper really doing well, and what a save. Was actually a lot of look at that facial expression, you know, that determination. Ruth Mukoma, the number 10. Another one here, another attack here from Zambia. Really pressing very high. And another long shot over the crossbar. And now jersey number 10, Ruth Mukoma. Look at that concentration.
I mean, if you look at the take of a free kick that came in, Zambia unable to put it away. Mukona giving a shot and straight to the goalkeeper, who was very brave to go for a second ball. Brilliantly done by Mauritius.
And now Mauritius, look at that beautiful play. Trying to get through, and it is really difficult for her. Will that cross come in? I think they are becoming reckless now, the Zambian side, perhaps coming into this game with that mentality to say, I mean, we obviously have the 3 points here. We are going to get these 3 points here. And at times, surprises can, you know, happen. And now again, Mukoma. Ruth nicely laid off. Zambia still here in possession, opting to play it way back here. Precious, the number 5, Mwape. Really playing those passes is Zambia. Look at that cross. Not cleared, and then it might be a goal. Another opportunity. Oh, the goalkeeper.
Well done to both teams.
Well done to the goalkeeper. I mean, she has done well so far, and imagine it's only 6 minutes now, and I can tell you, Zambia had almost 4 to 5 chances now, hitting them on target.
That is to be expected, and this is what we want to see in this game. Zambia coming to make sure they seal the 3 points, but credit to especially jersey number 5, Monawa of Mauritius. She has something special in her tank, and every time she comes to defend, she helps her team win the ball.
Yes.
She could be a threat.
So far, so good for Mauritius.
Okay, let's see how the cross came in there for Zambia. Missed by the defense of Mauritius. And jersey number 18 going with the left foot and just putting straight to the goalkeeper's hands.
And another shot there. Zambia is really knocking on the door here. But then safe play, and it is out for a corner. Mari Begue, being the goalkeeper here, has done well so far. And mind you, she is the captain. The previous game, Victoria Rossetti was the captain. And Victoria is in the game now. But then, not the captain. Look at that goal! It has been coming, isn't it? Oh, no, it's not a goal.
It's not counted. Definitely an infringement in my view as well.
Yes.
I wouldn't take that one because the goalkeeper came out to call for it. And, of course, I believe there was a push in the box.
Yes, there she is, Victoria Rossetti, the number 8 here for Mauritius. She will be taking that kick.
Let's see how the corner came in. Look at the movement of the goalkeeper. There she goes, and 2 players of Zambia sandwich her down.
Nice play there by Mauritius this time around. And well watched there by Faith. Safety from Mari Oscar, the number 11 for Mauritius. Another throw in there for Faith Kaunda. And now on the attack with Mukoma Ruth. Zambia coming forward here, approaching the big box, trying to take a shot. Coming off. Now again, Zambia trying to play those quick passes. But another long cross there with it. Header. Is that ball out? Yes. Look at that goalkeeper again. I mean, no wonder she is the captain today, Mari Begue.
I mean, their last match, if it was up to me, I would have given her player of the match. Despite 11 goals, she has been really, really spot on and taking those balls with her gloves just like a magnet and really getting into compromising position to help her team. But you got to love this team.
Oh, yes. And now again, Zambia on the attack. Playing it there with Precious Mwape. Is that an offside again? Really very disciplined, the defense of Mauritius. Look at the coach there.
Colette.
That is Marie Colette. And there is Victoria Rossetti trying to make a long one. There is the score confirmation. Almost like impossible for now. Zambia 0, Mauritius 0. And 10 minutes into the first half here at the Dr. Hage Geingob Stadium in Windhoek, Namibia. Playing it to the back again here to Precious Mwape. Mwape playing it to Faith Kaunda. Mwape. Nice cross there for Zambia. And another shot. Victoria being there and blocking that one. Again, back to Mwape. Mwape to Kaunda. And Zambia really passing around here. Gift Zimba. Really trying to find those spaces here is Zambia, and the goalkeeper really doing well.
I told you, you just got to love Mauritius. They know they are not at the level of their counterparts.
Yes.
Neither were they not yesterday, but every single day they play with their hearts and they fight bravery.
And so far, Mauritius really has done well to keep that clean sheet. Kanyemba, Carol, Zambia. Look at that one.
Look at the disturbance there, making sure that they don't go anywhere. Zambia tried to play 1-2 passes, but the Mauritians just keep disturbing them, aiming to intercept those passes.
Look at that ball possession, 89-11. That really makes sense, isn't it? I mean, from me,
it does.
Another foul there. And it is a yellow card there for Marie Figaro. Figaro on the yellow card now.
Let's see what happened. A throw in, a good take by Zambia. Mauritius missing the ball and Zambia driving into attack and was
taking one for the team as well.
Was really pulled down.
Marie Figaro, just the yellow card confirmation here. Trigle wall. And you can see that the coach is really serious. She wants goals.
They will come, but just not now.
Just not now. Short play there for Zambia. Kaunda making that twist and turn this time around. Banda. Another ball there in for Zambia. Are they going to clear their lines? Yes, Mauritius. Mauritius are really trying, and perhaps the ball was just a little bit too fast for her. That is Marie Rote. Marie Rote. That turn again back to Precious Mwape. Marshalling here in the left back position. Zambia coming forward again. Long one, is that not an offside? Says, no, says the assistant referee, and the goalkeeper again. Really, she has been busy.
Looked as if it was offside for me.
Yeah, it looked like it was offside for me as well, but not for the linesman, or rather the assistant referee, pardon me. Varela position anyway. I guess that is perhaps something to do with please keep your positions.
Just you, please keep your position. Iwe is you.
Iwe.
We happen to have that language in the mighty Zambezi.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, Iwe. There we have it. That is Faith Kaunda. Oh, safety first. And that is Victoria Rossetti. She has been solid there at the back. That cross coming for Zambia. Yes. Look at that control. Beautiful. Show me your number 7. I can see.
Excellent tackle.
Excellent tackle. She's just in a hurry.
Why would she put that ball into...
She is just in a hurry, maybe panicking a little bit.
Throw-in is better than a corner kick at this stage.
Yes.
You do not want to concede at set pieces.
She's a little bit in a panic mood or mode with these attacks from Zambia. Now Natasha Kasema back to Mwape. It's amazing how Precious Mwape can kick with both legs so excellently.
Well defended again by Team Mauritius. I mean, honestly speaking, they do the basics and they just keep to basic formation of football, shift left, right, wherever the ball goes, and just nick the ball away. But they need to hold it as well and try to threaten the Zambian goal. Anything can happen. This is football, and I'm sure they have trained also to score goals. But well done to Team Mauritius, keeping the champions really at bay.
Yes. Yeah, safety first. Safety first. I mean, that has been the order of the day, isn't it? Yeah.
You got to get it out. It's too dangerous when it's in the field of play.
It is too dangerous. They just need to keep it out.
And always keep it out on the safest way or line of the field. You cannot continue to concede corner kicks, honestly speaking.
And another corner here for Zambia. Corner. Look at that header, the goalkeeper. Safety first. And for now, yes.
Something like that.
Something like that. I mean, that's the safest way, isn't it?
That is better than a corner kick. A throw in is definitely better than a corner kick.
Really keeping it out from the back line there. Look at that shot, goalkeeper! Another attempt there from far. And the goalkeeper this time around saying no, you cannot. Look at those goals attempts, 7 to none. Yeah, it is one-way traffic, isn't it?
It was a great play from Precious Mwape really to take on 2-3 players and take such a beautiful shot.
Another attempt again, header! Oh, ho, ho. It's one-way traffic here, really. Another corner here for Zambia.
They say football is all about luck sometimes.
Yes.
It could have been that lucky day for Mauritius.
Another one here for Zambia, yes! Finally coming through for Zambia. And they were unsure as well. But now finally celebrating. That is Gift Mazimba. She was not sure as if the goal was given.
It looks as if they're unsure whether she's the goal scorer or not, but definitely goalkeeper has been marvelous. We knew that this would come, to continue to come, but so far credit to the Mauritian goalkeeper and well done to Zambia. Now they are in the driving seat.
Yes.
6 points out of 2 games. Semi-finals it is.
The number 15, Anna Legris, the player that was on your shoulder a while ago. We haven't seen much of her. And now Mauritius, look at that, beautiful play. Taking on that player, look, something like that. I mean,
one shot on target.
Shot on target, I mean, imagine. Only if they could keep on, you know, playing those passes, bringing in those crosses. But now, Zambia again, another attempt. Oh! Goalkeeper Mary Begue really doing well. Again, well positioned.
Right place, right time.
Right place, right time. She really needs to be at the right place, right time at most times. Yes. Otherwise,
it's not going to be easy.
It's not going to be easy.
70 minutes.
Zambia is still coming. So you can see there, well closed off.
The energy of this girl is massive.
Massive, I'm telling you. She's the one that brought in that beautiful cross earlier. Look at that. Here she is again. She is the star for now for Mauritius. That is Maria route. Cross attempt, but not well executed there. And it is 22 minutes into the first half. As you can see, the coach, Bola Nyo Karanao. I just love the language.
Now stay with her.
Yeah, I mean,
It's Bantu language.
Bantu language. I mean, Salana.
We got to understand what they're saying.
Yes, you can pick up some similarities in our local languages as well.
Definitely.
Look at that, coming on here is Zambia. Lining up that shot. Go through, look at that. That a foul. That's a free kick for Zambia this time around.
I think Zambia really need to play smart. They are smarter than this. They need to open up the field instead of just crowding the 18 area yard of Mauritius. Once they open, these players keep coming, and then they could just take them very, very well. But let's see, goalkeeper versus the free kick taker. Who is it going to be?
And we see here lining up there is Helen Banda, the number 20, and then we have Taonga Mubanga, the two players behind that ball. And the wall, that's a 5 or 4 lady wall, and the goalkeeper is just right behind that wall. I'm not so sure as to how she will see the ball coming, but yes, Helen Banda taking that one, and goal! Another goal here for Banda. Zambia leading by 2-0 now against Mauritius.
We knew it was going to come.
We knew it was going to come. I mean, the goals as well. Was just not sure as to at what minute. But yes, they are leading by 2-0. Another long one there from Mari Dik Dik. Now trying to go through two players there. Look at that energy there. Energy there from the young lady Maria. And now Zambia coming forward again, taking on 1, 2, 3 players. Just too much. Look at that pass. Couldn't reach the teammate.
They tried.
I mean, in football, there's no feeling pity, isn't it? You won't say Zambia should feel pity for Mauritius.
You have to be neighborly at times. You have to be African sometimes.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, but what pity are we talking about if Zambia is only leading by 2 goals now? It's not like as if they are leading by some 25 goals now. So far, Mauritius really doing well.
Star player of Mauritius. Yes, it's not about that. It's about a respectable score.
Yes.
There is no need for Zambia to go all out really and score so many goals. The 3 points are already secured. You do not want to break down the momentum of the other players. You want to have many nations as possible to join you in the next campaign, you know, to be able to play. It's important. But it is also important for individual players in the Zambian team to build up their profiles and really get those individual records, especially goal records, recorded.
Yes. Now, Precious Mwape. Precious Mwape giving it to Mubanga. And as you can see there, Nice throw in there by Sufra Begue. Not so sure how she is related to the goalkeeper, Mari Begue. But they have the same surname here.
Let's see how that brilliantly taken, and just a small touch. It's a big one. Definitely a free kick. Well taken free kick. Goalkeeper had no chance at all. Nothing she could do about that. It was well taken. And the goalkeeper seems not to have been ready.
Yes. And 27 minutes into the first half here. Rowena rather kicking the grass there. Really trying very hard to get that ball from the back. Mauritius. Look at that one. Is that not an offside? No, says the referee. Could be another opportunity here for Zambia. Look at that! The goalkeeper. I would give her the man of the match. I mean, in these 30 minutes.
Definitely woman of the match for me too.
Yes.
You can't take anything away from her bravery.
Look at that, Salome.
Let's see. That's a good long pass ball there, and definitely not offside.
Zambia again coming forward here, unleashing that one. And really, Mauritius not bad at all, especially in that defense. It's just that, you know, they can't, or rather they seem to struggle a bit to take the ball from the middle field and finding their forwards. Hence, the defense is somehow solid.
Indeed, I told you it's making the small things count. It's being
Another shots on the crossbar.
I mean, the defensive approach of Mauritius is commendable. Closing the gaps and really just trying to win those balls as they get into those soft but very, very soft tackles. If only they can play a little bit hard and try to really pass the ball with a bit of strength to their teammates, they could go forward.
Look at that. Another corner kick there for Zambia. No, says the referee. It is an offside. And there you can see Ishma Douchu. Then Victoria Rossetti. There she is, the young lady. Taking that kick not so far. Distributing that ball very good, the champions. They will be in Morocco. Look at that cross again. They will be in Morocco, the champions for the FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup.
Really, I must say Zambia have started with intent. They know exactly what's at stake, and they've got the quality, and they are really using it. They know what they want. It's already achieved. But somehow Mauritius are really showing better structure here despite the pressure. They are really aiming to get into halftime with a respectable score line. And that in itself would be a very great step forward from their last outing of yesterday.
Yes, and talking of Mauritius, last year they They played against Zimbabwe, Botswana and Zambia and lost all those matches in the same tournament. And they have never managed to get through the group stages. Look at that shot!
Sweet
the power
left.
is there.
I told you they can pull off a surprise. I mean, a goal for conciliation will be a very great achievement. It will boost morale. It will just give them the courage that they
Look,
need.
another one here for Zambia. I initially thought that was an offside, but no, it is a goal,
Brave.
says the referee. Goal number 3 for Zambia here at the Dr. Hage Geingob Stadium. Goal number 3 for Zambia.
Yeah, that's in, and it was a great finish. It was a great run. Also using his skills to really make sure to shake off the goalkeeper and throw her one side. I mean, look at that pass, definitely onside. Took the run the moment the ball was coming. There, shake off the goalkeeper and came. So even though it looks slightly offside, referee didn't give it.
Yes.
So
And yeah, and
it is 3-0.
it is 3-0, Salome. Their score confirmation: Zambia 3, Mauritius 0.
You could definitely see that goal coming the moment the long-range pass was given. It was a fantastic strike, and it can only give Zambia more confidence to keep coming forward.
Yes. Well defended there, and anywhere will do for safety. I'm just wondering as to, look at that, another cross again, it's out.
Just across the face of goal.
Yeah.
Zambia left wing couldn't really reach it in time. And
Yeah.
that is Kasema, jersey number 14, a little bit too late, but very good for Mauritius as well to keep that out of their goal.
And another, look at that, the coach really stressing here. And Zambia coming forward again. Victoria, and then could be another opportunity here. Really failed to control that one for Zambia. Look at that. Goalkeeper trying to show some skills as well, to say, I have it.
She shouldn't act like yesterday. What we witnessed was not what they aimed at doing.
Yes. Another attempted cross there for Zambia. Getting in that cross, clearance there by Diggy Dick, or Dick Dick. Goalkeeper taking it easy there.
Mauritian players seems not to really apply the necessary required power when they are making these passes or making clearances. Just to put that ball in the dangerous area, and that's being the box, and let the goalkeeper and the defender with your strikers battle it.
Yes. And now, Mauritius.
Just look there. Time and time again, they keep giving the same.
Yes. Mwape going forward.
Offside.
And it is an offside. It is offside for Mauritius. And as always, Victoria Rossetti will be coming through. There we have it, Natasha Kasema. Or rather 36 minutes into the first half, and it is still 3-0 in favor of Zambia. And offside again. Offside again here for Mauritius. And Salome, can I tell you something? I'm just wondering how Mauritius is feeling right now.
Okay, let's quickly look at that offside there. Definitely a great pass, but unfortunately offside.
Oh, yes.
You were saying?
I was saying, I'm just wondering as to how Mauritius is feeling. We have a guy here called Mauritius in our production team. His name is Mauritius. And I'm just wondering as to how he is feeling now. Look at that. Look at that.
Definitely. We look at this long-range pass. I think she might have been offside. She might just have been offside right there.
Yeah, I was saying there's a guy on our production with the name Mauritius.
Yeah, he shouldn't feel bad because so far so good. Great structure from this team.
Yeah.
They carries his name, but he got to be brave, as the girls here are really brave, and they are showing that great character and the fighting spirit. They are used to these things. We all came from there. All nations were once like this, and you can only learn.
You can only learn from this. You can only learn from this. And for now,
I bet he doesn't get to change his name.
no, he shouldn't change his name, really. And there is a player injured. Player injured, not so sure as to who that is. And look at those players of
course,
just off your cameras or off your screen as to how those Mauritian players are running to the bench to get some water. It's hot out there. It's very tough out there.
It's very tough, and as you were kept always on your toes, moving left, right, back and forth by great passes of the Zambian team. You can tell how Zambia is not even in need of water. Some players are still there.
Yeah.
Mauritius running really to come and refill their tanks, because they have been really working hard. If you don't have the ball and you got to chase, believe me, it's a lot of kilometers, so it's a huge distance covered.
And the player that is injured there is Natasha Kasema. And here the number 15 in Anna Legris changing boots. And 40 minutes into the first half. And it is still 3-0, Zambia 3, Mauritius 0. There we have it.
Oh. I think, let's see. Oh, that was, she got touched on her knee by...
Look at that attempt. Another one
right
here,
foot.
yeah.
Yeah, it's just that one went up wide and really up. She had the right idea, but unfortunately it went above the goal.
As you can see, Marie Figaro, goalkeeper there, Marie Begue. The kicks are not really going far. The kicks are not going far here. Another corner here conceded by Mauritius. And there she is, Ruth Nukoma, being the captain of the team. Look at that, another opportunity here for her to come on the score sheet. Beautiful
done.
save. Beautifully saved there by the goalkeeper, Marie Begue. And another cross there, goalkeeper coming out, being hesitant a little bit, finally getting to that one.
Indeed, she is very brave, and that's what you need in any goalkeeper that should feature in any team. Many a times also going with her leg when she could perhaps use her hands. But yes, she is having a great game thus far.
Yes. There. Zambia again in possession here. Mwape. Look at that beautiful run from her, but maybe just too much. Goalkeeper taking that one very easily. Mary. Those kicks are not that sharp, isn't it? But then finally this one at least getting to a teammate here. Yeah. To Dochu.
That's what I keep talking about. If only they could add a little bit of power, could perhaps yield a different result. Even if it's just that one or that scare, it could put them in a very good position.
Look at that run there from Zambia. Another opportunity here. Lining up to take that one. No, bit slow, bit relaxed. And now, again, will that cross come in? Yes. Another opportunity here. The goalkeeper coming out and really doing well. And
Definitely.
it is a foul here for Mauritius.
Always brave to dive into those type of saves, but always let down by the kicks.
The kicks. The kicks are a problem. The goal kicks, oh, deflection there. Deflection, but then again, brilliant is the goalkeeper to see that one, isn't it?
If they could keep it to 3-0 at halftime,
Yeah.
and perhaps not come out of halftime as yesterday, but really recharge their energy and come back and give the same performance. At least the score line not to be as of yesterday.
Yes. Another opportunity here. Another opportunity. Oh! Hitting the lower post here. And desperate clearance. Not out of the woods here, Mauritius.
So unlucky.
Very unlucky.
That was so close. Just inches away, hitting the post. It's so unlucky.
And now again, trying from far, attempting from far, over the crossbar.
Great idea, great technique. Let's see how it came. Take on that space, using it very well, and just really well composed kick that is taken, using the right foot and the right part of the foot,
Yeah, sort of,
placing it on the far post, but unfortunately it was not written in today's history.
2 minutes added. 2 minutes optional time here. And we have almost played 1 minute of those 2 minutes. Now, Zambia, in this dying minutes of optional time, can they get something? Yes, another free kick here. Another free kick here for Zambia, says the referee. And I see here behind that ball is Helen Banda. We have Banda. And we have Beatrice Njovu. What are they going to make out of this one?
Great idea. Very, very great idea, but still once more unlucky for Zambia. And if only Mauritius could keep it this way, there's nothing left for Zambia really to play for. The 3 points are secure. There's no way that Mauritius could really pull these goals back, given the way that the game has been going.
I remember you telling me that you would love Zambia to at least just score 3 goals and then, you know.
Yeah,
And that's how it is now.
Just let it roll. Give all your players on the bench time and game time for them to fill the game and kick some ball around and represent their nation in a manner that they know how. But of course, telling them humility is everything. We are human beings after all.
Yeah. And it is half-time, says the referee. And as you can see there, the players going back to the changing rooms to take those final instructions and perhaps just a break. As you can see there, Zambia 3, Mauritius 0 as we go for the break.
Yeah. Honestly, on the other hand, Mauritius really will take some positives from this first half. They've shown more discipline and commitment defensively, as I have been watching all these tackles that they take. But still a rough ask. It's a tough one, but they are fighting to finish in this tournament with their heads up. They need to be held up, otherwise if they concede more like yesterday, it will really put them down. But for today, they really need to finish off this one with a respectable score line, and then their heads will be upheld high. They could even receive a hero's welcome, having improved on this goal line that has been tormenting them for the past editions that they were involved in.
And there we have it for now. Zambia leading by 3 goals to 0. And it is half-time here, just waiting for the second half to commence in a moment. Say after 10, is it 15 or 10 minutes, Salome?
15 minutes.
15 minutes for the ladies just to, you know, take a break, take a breather before coming back for the second half here at the Dr. Hage Geingob Rugby Stadium in Windhoek, Namibia. It is quite chilly here in Windhoek, especially here at the rugby stadium. Not so sure how it is in Katutura, but then yes, we will be back for the second half in a moment.
What a first 45 minutes of Game 7 on day 4. Yes, the defending champion Zambia leading 3-0 against the likes of Mauritius. Now, Lady Anna, I'm going to start with you in terms of that first 45 minutes. Off the bat, what are your thoughts of this game?
I think Mauritius had a very good first half, trying to keep Zambia from scoring a lot of goals. I think the goalkeeper, Begu, very commendable performance there. Armand, the number 10, also slotting in there to help defensively. I think, as we mentioned earlier, they are a very good team when it comes to defending. So I'm really impressed with how they were able to, just maintain that low score line in the first half. And for Zambia, I think they really way too hasty. Everyone wants to score a goal, and that is why they are not scoring the goals that they want to score.
Coach Afeni, in terms of Begu, the goalkeeper for Mauritius, what do you make of her performance in this first 45? I think the goal line could have been a lot worse if it wasn't for her heroic performance here and there.
A very, very improved performance from the first game. But this is not a surprising performance, because if you see how she was in the first half of the previous game, she was excellent. And she was the reason why that scoreline wasn't also very high in the first half in the previous game as well. So she's one of the vital points or reasons why the scoreline is what it is right now.
Lady Anna, in terms of that score line, of course, we know yesterday's game, they were 4-0 down. Do you think Coach Colette will be having that in the back of the mind when she's giving her motivational speech ahead of the second half? Maybe they can still try to make a comeback?
Yes, definitely. This is a boost for them going in with a 3-0 at halftime because this is a team that is really well oiled. They play real good football. They want to score. They come at you very hard. So for them to only manage to concede 3 goals is really impressive. I think the coach should just tell them and encourage them to stay consistent because whatever they were doing now in the first half is definitely going to help them should they keep doing it in the second half.
Hafeni, I can see you nodding your head. Just maybe in terms of this first 45, where do you think the momentum just shifted towards Zambia? Because that first 20 minutes, Mauritius did look like they were composed and trying to keep themselves in the match.
They were more, how can I say, Mauritius were very composed, yes, as you say, but they looked more organized than yesterday, and I didn't think that was even more possible, like possible at all. But they were organized, and you could see that they were not even flying into tackles. They made it so frustrating for the Zambians, and they were trying to tell them, like, listen, if you're going to go through us, you have to make or do something special. Either have small integrated passes in front of our box, or your crosses have to be very on point. And I'm very, very much impressed with what the coach has instilled in these players, because you can see there is some level of belief. Even going forward, they are more attacking than they were yesterday. As we alluded to before the game, it's just the final pass is what is letting them down. And if they can just get that, if the coach can just say, guys, be composed, just calm down. When you have that ball, don't worry. Find your teammate, the goal will come. And that's what I'm hoping for.
Lady Anna, I can see you keep nodding your head. Are you agreeing with what Hafeni is stating?
Yes, definitely, CJ, and it is really impressive because you need to remember Mauritius did not have any chance or time to prepare for today's match as they were playing yesterday. So this must mean that these girls are really aware of what they're supposed to do defensively, and maybe they were just lacking a little bit yesterday. Maybe the nerves took over yesterday, but you can see this team did not have time to prepare for today, but they're doing way better than they did yesterday.
Now, Lady, I want to stay with you. How is Zambia managing the dominance of possession, maybe in the midfield somewhere? What are they doing right?
I think their midfielders are very mobile. You'll see Mubanga moving on the left-hand side first, then you'll see her again on the other side on the right, or you'll see her as a central defensive midfielder later on. I think very mobile midfielders that are aware of their surroundings. Not only the midfielders, you see your centre-backs coming in to help in attack. You see your full-backs also coming up, both flanks coming up to support in attack, pressing and forcing Mauritius to remain low in their final third.
Hafeni, is the formations that we saw that they alluded to in the beginning of this match, are they keeping to it, and is it working for them, or is there something that Mauritius or Zambia needs to look into, or was it maybe just an eye blind for us and the opposition?
I think they are kind of trying to, they have a skeleton, but they allow the players to have some tactical flexibility to occupy different areas in the field, as long as they keep towards keeping that skeleton and just being in the positions. If there is an empty space or empty void, the players are allowed to tactically change and fill that empty void. So you will probably see sometimes a centre back becoming a number 6, and the number 6 is now advancing to the number 10. This is in the sense of Zambia. In the sense of Mauritius, it's the traditional 4-2-3-1. They are sitting back. But more of they are not really having a front 3 or a front 4. They are having a front 2, where on the other side they have their left winger and the striker that are now the attacking outlets that they can use to their advantage later on in the game.
Lady Anna, we talked about it or touched ever so slightly on the performance and how Zambia is trying to keep the ball. But let's talk about the captain, Mukona. How has she been vital for the Zambian side in trying to press them forward?
I think having a player like her as a striker, I think you have a lot of confidence that she can keep the ball in instances that she can't take on the defenders. But she's a very brave player that always wants to go for goal, that wants to push off defenders, obviously take on defenders and also go for shots. And I think her pace and her strength are really beneficial to the Zambian team. I would want to pass her all the time also.
And now, Hafeni, in terms of the stats for halftime, this is how things are lining up. Of course, as we expected, 19 attempts from the Zambian side, with 8 of those shots being on target and 3 of them converted. 2 fouls to them, to that of Mauritius of 3. And yeah, the offsides have been vital as well, as they've been the attacking side. So 5 offsides for the likes of Zambia, 5 corners from them as well. And probably a reflection of what we've been seeing.
Of course, it's a very dominant performance by the Zambians, but you wouldn't expect anything less from them. But I think the talking point is actually the goal attempts from Mauritius. They have 1 shot on target, which is you know, a positive thing. They didn't have any in the previous game, and you can see that the coach has worked on something and given them that belief. Going in with 3-0 down is nothing to be ashamed of. This is a team that is qualified for the World Cup, has played more games than Mauritius. And I think from the 2 sides, the more disappointed side would be actually Zambia, because they did have chances. They should have converted those chances. They didn't take those chances. And, you know, to have almost 20 attempts on goals and only have 3 in the back of the net, I would be very concerned if I was a coach.
Do you concur with that sentiment, Lady Anna?
Yes, definitely, but we need to give credit when it's due. I think it is the goalkeeper of Mauritius, Begu. She has been really outstanding in the first half. Hopefully she can still maintain that consistency and help her team not to concede a lot of goals. I think very impressive defensive work from Mauritius, yeah.
Hafeni, in terms of Mauritius, do we see a bit of frustration maybe creeping in, moving into this, because it seems like they're just not getting out of their half more to be in the attacking front?
I think they started off a bit weird because they were having a bit of a high press, and I was wondering like why. Maybe the coach did instill that belief and you could see, but now the tiredness starts creeping in. And I don't know how long they will be able to keep up with this high pressing situation, because the lines between the defense, the midfield and the strikers are way too big, and they are being exploited so much by the Zambians. You can clearly see that the Zambians are now noticing that the longer this game goes, the better the opportunities, or the more opportunities they will get to score. So I'm not really seeing them lasting that long. But if they get to the 70th minute and it's not 4-0 or 5-0, I'm happy. I take that regardless of what happens afterwards.
Now, Lady Anna, in terms of Mauritius still, how do you think they can possibly break down Zambia's high press at this point in time?
I think a low press for Mauritius is actually a benefit for them, because when you look at the pace of the attackers of Zambia, if they press in the middle, if they do a midfield press or a high press, they could be exploited, because you see Mwape with the beautiful balls over the defense. Obviously, that means they will have to run, and if it comes to pace, the Zambian girls are going to outpace them. So maybe this is a beneficial strategy for them, and it's working really well for them. But for how long? Is the question.
For how long is the question. Now, you were brave with the first 45 minutes, predicting 5-0 not to be. Are you sticking with it, or are you increasing?
I'm sticking with my 5-0, because second half and consistency with Mauritius, they really don't work well together.
Hafeni, your opinion in terms of that final scoreline?
It's going to be a lot. I think it would be probably 8 or 9, to be very honest with you.
Perfect. There you have it. Of course, our analysts here on the touchline sticking with the defending champions in terms of taking this one. But not all is lost for Mauritius. And if they continue to press as they have and trying to keep at the fight, they can maybe keep the Zambian side at bay. How does this come to play? Well, only time will tell. And we'll be seeing and touching base after 90 minutes.
Welcome back for the second half of this match here. That is Zambia versus Mauritius, as the two teams are back on the pitch here to give us the second half, as Zambia is currently leading by 3-0. And I think we are going to have a substitution. There are some activities happening there on the touchline. And I can see the Marie Armance, the number 10 young lady from Mauritius. Referees are also back onto the pitch. And we will just have to confirm the substitutions as they come on. Zimbabwe really, just taking it easy, as these 3 points will take them through to
Substitution
the
for
semi-finals.
jersey number 17, Taonga Banga. On goes jersey number 19, Esther Ngwabe. Substitution for Zambia. Off comes jersey number 16, Bukata Kakumbi. On goes jersey number 1, Mary Nyangu. Off comes jersey number 8, Beatrice Ndromvu. And on
Making,
goes jersey number 18.
3 substitutions. And we will just have that confirmation in no time, as the referee says play on. And 3 players from Zambia coming on, and perhaps a tactical change for Zambia. Are they taking it easy, or are they bringing on fire? I'm not so sure. But yes, immediately on the attack is Zambia for now. And there we have it. Zambia again just picking up where they left with those attacks and attacks. And this time around I see here the number 5, that is Precious Mwape, coming again here on the right side. Remember, she was playing on the left in the first half for Zambia, and now it seems to me she has taken a more central role in the defense. And it is offside here for Mauritius. Zambia again here playing from their half, going there with Kaunda. That going to be an offside, I mean a corner kick here for Zambia. Another corner here. And that is Faith Kaunda taking that corner kick. Taking a short one. Another shot there for Zambia. Not out of danger yet. Long one, could be an opportunity. Yay! A shot!
What a goal!
What a goal! Look at that
celebration!
Acrobatic, yes! She's really very happy. She only came in now. Esther Makoti.
Exactly what you want to see. Looking at these players, she was one of those players also called up for the World Cup. Was resting, reserving her energy on the bench.
Yes.
And the coach knew exactly the right moment to bring such a player on, and gave us such a spectacular goal and celebration at the same time.
And it is for Zambia, 0 Mauritius. Coming again from their half is Zambia. And now again running for that one. Could that be a clearance? Yes. The confirmation of substitutions. Bukata Kakumbi, goalkeeper, coming out. Mary Nyangu coming on, and Esther Gwambe and Taonga Mubanga coming off. Look at that, Salome, another attempt there.
The free kick, well taken. The defense allowing the ball to bounce, and that is what you get when you allow the ball to bounce in your own area. Zambia really being clinical in that moment.
And now it's like the coach that is now vocal here is the coach from Mauritius. Can hear that lovely, beautiful language. That's Africa for you. Different languages in our continent.
But what a way to introduce yourself in the name of Esther Makoti.
And there she is, Esther Makoti, giving that pass there to Mukoma. And now Musonda. Mukoma, Musonda. And it is offside. It is offside. I think the captain Amben just went off from the captain there. That is Ruth Mukoma.
Very great sportsmanship from there. Let's look at how the offside came. Definitely the player receiving the ball was in an offside position. It's not allowed in football. You've got to be onside for you to receive the pass.
Trying to get that one from the back, and look at that, another foul.
Unintentionally, but yes, it caught her. It really caught the opponent.
And that's the captain that went down, Ruth Mukoma. Is that a red card? Second yellow card, and it's a red card. What a blow for Mauritius now. I mean, second yellow card. And it's as if she's not aware, still apologizing to the player that went down, Mary Figaro.
Such a blow. She has been doing so great. Unlucky to pick up the first one, but this one definitely, it was a clear foul and a well-deserved yellow card. Unfortunately, just look there. She was dribbled long way back. The ball had no chance to be in her position. Instead, she kicked her opponent and she got to take an early shower. It's unfortunate. We are going to see how Mauritius will really handle Zambia with only 10 players on the pitch.
And unleashing that shot way off target. And things are just going to be worse for Mauritius. It is really going to get worse for Mauritius now, because already they have been under pressure, and imagine having to lose one player here through a red card. That's really very bad for Mauritius.
They need to work twice as hard as the first half.
And Zambia would be knocking that ball around, trying to bring those crosses. And again, the goalkeeper, Mary Begu. Mary Begu. Has done really good. It's only that the goals were bound to come, really. And another tackle there from, is it Mari?
It's funny, everybody's almost Mari.
Yeah, there is. I can
Quite
tell
too
you now.
many Maris in this Mauritian team. Jersey number 1, 4, 6, 9, 10, 11. And on the bench you find 14, 16, and jersey number 20, all Marie.
All of them. I mean, I'm just wondering if they have to be in a group and I just scream, Mary, how would they respond? But yes.
I bet you all of them will react.
Yes.
Or the most senior Marie.
Yeah. And playing a short corner there. That is Zambia trying to get in that cross. The goalkeeper, as always, she has been consistent, really, getting those crosses so easily.
I mean, this team has no time to waste. Time as a game tactic to say, goalkeeper, pick up the ball and you just keep it in your area.
Yeah.
Wait for the opponent to come and get it, play slow. They are keeping the momentum going, even though the pressure is on them.
Really?
That's what really makes them so a great team.
And Zambia coming off again. They have really shown why they deserve to have qualified for the World Cup. Look at that goalkeeper again, really outstanding. The basics. She is really doing what she needs to do. Basics of goalkeeping.
Yes. Still my player of the match.
Yes, and the score confirmation, Zambia 4, Mauritius nada. Safety there from Victoria Rossetti. See there, really, Mari Dig, the number 4 of Mauritius also. Players are not bad at all.
Not at all.
They are not bad at all. Look at that corner, another opportunity.
Just
Top
watch
of the net.
this team. 2 years from now or 3, they should be thriving.
Yeah, they should be. They should be very competitive by then. And another corner kick here for Zambia.
Just across the face of goal. Unlucky, nobody could really put their heads on there just to make that ball count. And also the Mauritians unwilling to clear their lines. But football is a game of luck.
Yeah, but I mean, Salome, for a team that is going to the World Cup, the defending champions as well, you know, those set pieces, those corner kicks, they're just simply failing to convert them. I mean, is that not going to be a problem in the World Cup?
Indeed, for me, they seem to be playing in a hurry. Everybody wants to go for goals. They just need to open up the field, pass the ball around, and really invite the Mauritians to come out of their own half and chase the ball and then get them, because you have individual players that can really do 1-2 passes. You have those skillful players that can dribble until the box and to be able to take those beautiful shots. They have the quality. Look at this ball as it came in. Chest down. And the player was just put down by the Mauritians.
Yes.
It shouldn't turn into wrestling at all.
Yes, I mean, for me, really, I take it the champions should even do better than how they are playing now, Salome.
You cannot crowd the area and hope for the ball to go in. Open up the field. You are the better team.
Talking of Zambia in the World Cup, that was in 2014. They just couldn't go through the group stages as well in that World Cup. Look at that shot. And same goes to last year as well, 2024, where they couldn't also go through through the group stages. Look at that. What a pass. Unfortunately, couldn't just get through the It was nearly there.
Now.
Now. And look at that. I mean,
they seem to be exhausted already.
Yeah, but they should be using this match here as a training match for them. I mean, Zambia.
Definitely.
I can tell you for now, with the way how they are playing now, it's not really that convincing, unless you tell me something else. But
yeah.
Yes, maybe this is a different ball game. Maybe the World Cup would be different as well. Yeah.
Not to rate anybody higher, but of course the standard on the qualifiers might be a bit better than what we have here right now.
Yeah.
But let's see. You should also give
another
credit.
Shot, goalkeeper. I'm telling you, the goalkeeper for me.
Continue giving credit to Mauritius.
Yeah, no, for sure.
If Daniela could get a ball and drive through the defense of Zambia, she has done it 2-3 times, twice in the first half and now in the second half.
Yeah.
If the goalkeeper could really keep all those shots away or off, then
yes.
The defensive zone is also well disciplined and well in position. Just look at this. Manan, Alicia, also has been great.
Yes.
You need to give credit where it's due. Zambia always trying to go where it's crowded.
And there are a lot of positives from Mauritius, believe me. Just as you said, Salome, give them 2-3 years. Another opportunity here.
There you have it again. Excellent defense.
Yes.
Excellent
Victoria.
defense from Mauritius, really.
Victoria. Now Zambia coming forward again, lining up for a shot. And another block there by Mauritius.
The clearance seems not to go anywhere far.
Doesn't go anywhere far. Another shot, attempted shot. Referee's not interested. Banda. Another one. Goalkeeper. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my.
You got to love this goalkeeper.
I really like her. She is doing the most basics of goalkeeping here. Look at that, lining up for a shot, and the goalkeeper is always there, Salome. Always there, on the right position. Really, she has done well so far, keeping Banda at bay. They are trying to shoot from far, the Zambians here. As if that's the instruction from their coach to say, let's try them from far. And now, better clearance there as well. Playing it backward there to the goalkeeper, that is Zambia, to play from the back.
This is what we're talking about. Open the field, make it wide, and just make them run with those passes.
Look at that defense, really solid. And that is Asiana Manan. And there they are preparing to make some substitutions again. Is Zambia. Lining up to take a shot from far. Another one from far. And that is perhaps the instructions from the coach to say, let's try.
It is crowded.
Yeah.
The Mauritians are really keeping it bay. Let's look at that shot. It just went wide, quite wide. There it is, nowhere near the goals. Not something that you want. There is another shot that was taken earlier, straight to the hands of the goalkeeper. Well taken, well-positioned goalkeeper, always aware of her line and, of course, looking at the direction of the ball.
Another one here. Another opportunity here for Zambia! It is a goal! Another goal here for Zambia! The number 20, that is Helen Banda. She has been trying to shoot from far and finally getting into the box and tucking that one away. And now Zambia has 5 goals to 0. Look at that. 5 goals now to 0. And we are left with around 25 minutes left. Can they hold on at least to this scoreline? And we see here number 15, that is Precious Mwape, out. And number 7 coming in. Yes, we will confirm those substitutions. Janet Chirwa. Coming in at number 7.
Janet and both Leah also have been part of the World Cup qualifying team.
Yes, tactically aware there, the defense, rather leaving that one to go out for a goal kick. Kawina tired, please don't get tired. I guess, I'm just saying.
Could be right.
I could be right, could be wrong. But yes, beautiful stuff here at the Dr. Hage Cup Stadium. I guess after this match here, after this tournament here, I will be multilingual because of what I hear from the benches, different benches. Mulenga coming in and Kasema Natasha coming out there, just the score confirmation for you.
Yeah.
Good one, Pole.
Let's see what the substitutes can bring.
Yes.
We have already seen how Esther Mukoti, or Makoti rather, introduced herself to say, hey, I'm present, I'm here, and this is what I'm made of. Can the other two do the same?
Yes, getting that brilliant. Cosmos, the second assistant referee.
Handball it is.
Yes, and we are still on here as Mauritius. In the second half, the goalkeeper there, that is Mary Nyangu.
She has nothing to do at all.
Really, she only had asking for a free kick. Asking for a free kick. Is the player still down? Yes, and even her teammates are not interested in playing that one out, rather trying to get a goal.
Okay,
and it is out.
Ethiopia, not to the where I was shala kubala kuletera bola. Iwe sala huko. Distance is akuli. Ethiopia, tendela unakwenda paka bola. Hapo peni. Ya bwela hii.
And
kule ni kweli maningi ndine na bola.
There comes
Ethiopia.
Zambia, and there is one particular lady here, the number 8, Victoria Rossetti. She has also been, very, very good there at the back. The defense of Mauritius.
Definitely, we have been seeing those crucial interventions, those interceptions by the Mauritius team, and always throwing their body on the line to get those blocks.
Yeah.
Has really worked for them today.
Goalkeeper picking up, and this time around she is calm, taking her time to take that kick. Look at that, ball control, excellent, beautiful. Is that a pass putting her teammates under pressure? And yes,
definitely yes.
Yeah, and quick throw in there for Zambia. Nice cross and the Mari Dik conceding a corner kick. Samaya. Look at that header. Very good header there from Precious Mwape. And the goalkeeper, we will talk of her throughout this match because she has been great. Score confirmation for you. Zambia 5, Mauritius 0.
That was good.
Really taking that one out unnecessarily.
It was not necessary to touch that ball at all. I think the Mauritians are also lacking some basic key concepts of football, but we all learn.
Yes.
We learn every day.
Could be another opportunity here for Zambia, laying it off, lining up for a shot, and just wide. And believe me, the goalkeeper was there. She was there.
As always.
As always.
The fatigue is starting to kick in, and we could see, especially in the second half, even jersey number 9. Look, she's going on the floor. Really, her legs can't carry her.
There's a foul down there.
The fitness issue.
Look, the assistant referee there, Cosmos, having a word with the fourth official. I suspect him to be out of line.
Let's see this one, how it came. A very good ball that came, but nothing a goalkeeper could do.
Yes.
The defense blaming themselves, nothing else. Good footwork and a well-taken finish. Could have been a penalty as well, just before the shot was taken. But yes, clinical finish.
Tafika Mkoma, good one. Kabir!
Looking at ball possession, 72 to 28. They have improved, isn't it, Mauritius?
Yes.
From 11 to 28.
They really did improve, and look at that clearance again, going into
lining up a
direction of the opponent.
From far!
Super sub.
Out of the box, number 5, Precious Mwape. Precious Mwape taking that one. And again, the goalkeeper there couldn't do anything really. Big shot. And now,
unfortunate.
Extending their lead, Zambia.
There is another mistake.
Are they going to get some more here? Are they going to get some more? And now it is 6. Now the opportunity here, the goalkeeper comes out. Goalkeeper comes out and gets that one.
Enda pule, ngena pule. Ngena.
And for now, another shot.
Tipasile manje
Looking
tikangena.
for a brace in a space of a few seconds. That is Precious Mwape. Look at the celebrations there from the Zambian supporters.
Golo.
Really singing, flying the flag high. We have just over 15 minutes left for this match to come to an end. And now Zambia again looking for goal number 7. Look at that. Another shot!
No direction at all. I think every Zambian
Precious
player now that
Mwape.
picks up the ball just want to direct it towards goal and without really
Look at
looking exactly where. But yeah, I'm lost for words.
Yeah.
What a great fight it has been really for this Mauritian team. I hope they take a lot from these 2 games that they have played here.
Another opportunity here for Zambia. Could it be number 7? Yes! It is number 7! Goal number 7 for Zambia. Look at that. The number 20 again.
It's a hat trick for her.
Helen Banda. Wow. Goal number 7. And they are still flying the flag high.
Let's see how that goal came.
Yes.
A nice footwork, skills in the box there. Goalkeeper had nothing and no chance to take that one out.
No
What
chance.
else can you do? Your defense is beaten, you all they have, and they send you on the floor.
We pass the ball, pressure.
0. And now, coming out of there, good play.
Every clearance goes.
Hands to
Luti,
the Zambian players.
Every time and everywhere.
Like,
Luti.
for example,
Kavia Kuntansi, not to Rewena, Kavia Kuntansi.
She's holding her legs, cannot take it.
yes,
Really trying. And a smart player would always go down.
yes.
I
mean,
Leah,
The number 8,
that
that is Victoria Rossetti. Even number 10 as well is also limping. That is Mari Armanj. And now the replacement here, the number 17 coming on here for Mauritius. That is Labone.
Substitution for Mauritius. Off comes jersey number 15, Anna Legeres, and on goes jersey number 17, Zain Labon.
Zain Labon coming in. And Legeres coming out. Will I have that
Janet, your ball. Janet.
confirmation now?
Janet.
Substitution confirmation.
Makoti,
In no time. Another throw in there, and look at that clearance there. One could really tell it's under pressure.
Very much.
Ameni.
Another one here comes Zambia. Could it be? Oh, almost a own goal.
Very close.
Almost an own goal.
Pule. Mufa post, yembeka zero.
But then
Fair you.
Playing it there. Let's see. Failing to find teammates there is Febi Musonda. Febi Musonda. And remember, after this match here, we have Namibia versus Comoros. Look at that attempt again. Couldn't really connect well with that one.
Janet.
Really, they have tried. They have really tried. And another shot.
Makoti.
Was that really under pressure?
It's not necessary. That's why I say they need to start looking over their shoulders, you know, situational awareness. We surround me, how far they... That is never the safest way to really...
Look at that, another one! Rather easy one. Easy one. She wanted a brace, and she has it. That is Precious Mwape. Precious Mwape. And it is goal number 8. So, trying from far. Another attempt from far, but couldn't really make anything out of that one. Yeah, it's really difficult for Mauritius. And here we have just on the nearby the touchline here we have Maria Rute with some cramps. She can't anymore really.
Yeah, definitely, and with just about 10 minutes to go, and Zambia cruising, of course. They have been ruthless in attack, fully capitalized.
Very good play there. Okay, that, there's another number 8, or rather 9.
Just send it wide. Zambia being ruthless, honestly, in attack and taking advantage of an extra player. Look at that cross that just came into the box, and a very, very easy take there for yours truly.
Look at there. What was she doing there? Could be number 9.
Well defended.
Well defended. Well defended, yes. And the goalkeeper is injured.
Yeah, we must say really the red card that they receive also put them on a back foot. The fatigue in the players, they have been really fighting well. It has been tough, exhausting afternoon for the Mauritius team, but playing a strong side like Zambia is hard enough. Going down 10 players just made it even tougher. But to their credit, they are still chasing the ball, trying to hold their shape. And definitely this has been a statement performance for Zambia. They needed to book a place in the semi-finals. They have been clinical, composed, and very confident throughout. But the scoreboard tells one story. This has been the test for Mauritius, as we have seen. It has happened before. They've played them before.
Yes.
But their test has been really at the resilience of the mentality of the Mauritians, I should say. Still supporting the goalkeeper as the goal player, I mean as the player of the match in this encounter. But of course they need to stay on their feet. Some of them look to be very shaky, tired. Look at Jessie number 9 still pouring water on her legs and always going down, but doing their best to finish with dignity. They've shown fighting spirit. They have been a great team to watch, quite entertaining. But I'm sure that the coaching staff will take the teaching back to the scoreboard and really come back stronger. Use it to their advantage.
Yes, And if you ask me, I will tell you Mauritius has really improved from the 10 goals that they conceded the last time they played against Zambia. So let's see, it's not yet done. It might be more than 10 this time around. We don't know.
And I'm hoping that it shouldn't be.
Hoping. Okay. Yes.
I'm hoping that it shouldn't be. I would have loved Mauritius to score just that one goal, but it doesn't look like it's going to come.
I think they only had one goal attempt. Look at that.
Excellent.
It could be goal number 9 here. Goalkeeper coming out, and what a header. Couldn't just direct. Look at how Zambia.
They want it more.
Yeah, they want it more. As
they say, let me put the ball down for you. Come on.
exactly.
Let's keep going. Let's play
keep going.
fast enough.
So they only have around 5 minutes to improve on the last game that they played when they lost by 10 goals to 0. They only have 5 minutes to perhaps improve or to show improvement. There. Now, Zambia. Could be another one. Is it number 9? Is it number 9? Twist and turning. Shaya! Oh! It is 8 goals to 0. 8 goals in favor of Zambia, who are the champions. They will be the second team to book their place into the semi-finals. We know that Malawi is already into the semi-finals.
That is where the real business is going to start.
Business.
Where equal strength will be tested, and only the greatest of the fittest can be counted.
Yes. Even those throw-ins, they can't just seem to maintain a possession. That is Mauritius.
Trying their luck there. It's always lovely to see them get into the opponent's half, but it doesn't quite last.
And now, again, as time is ticking, 3 minutes now plus additional time.
What is going on with the strings of jersey number 3 there?
And I can't seem to
understand it.
Yes, as to why the referee doesn't spot that as well. And trying to push forward Fabi Musonda. There she is, trying to push forward here. Oh, big clearance, not out of the woods. Could be another cross coming in here. And I'm telling you, goal number 9 is looming. And that is not what Salome wants now. That is not what Salome wishes for. Another Halagasha! Haka! It's not just coming. Goal number 9 is not just coming.
Charo, you saw that one getting into the back of the net. Unfortunately, it was way up high above the crossbar.
Oh, my word.
We shouldn't be seeing another goal.
Handball. Is that handball? No.
I think the referee called for it.
Oh, my word. Yeah, no, it has been really difficult for Mauritius. 4 minutes. 4 minutes of additional time. Will Zambia perhaps get a goal or two, or even three, for that matter? We don't know. Look at that foul throw.
Definitely well spotted there by the line, the first assistant referee.
Yes, it's actually a foul, not a foul throw. Oh.
I think it is a foul throw.
Oh, yes. Coach, it is back to the drawing board. After all of these other teams started like, you know, the level that they are now, that is Mauritius. Let's hope really they will improve as the years goes by.
See how the young players are battling it out there, making sure that we don't want to count another one for you. I'd rather just keep you down. But yes, we must commend beautiful uniforms for the girls there, well-fitting jerseys and shorts. They look beautiful, and appearance is well on spot.
And free kick here. Free kick for Zambia. Kaunda! Could be that, number 9, yes! It is goal number 9 for Zambia.
I saw it to be offside.
Is that an offside?
Definitely not. It is called.
But is it a goal?
It is a goal.
The goalkeeper is also down.
It is a goal. If we could get it on the replay, just really to see what have transpired.
Yes. As the medics are called in.
Yeah, let's trust and hope that she will be okay.
Yeah.
Not to be taken off like yesterday. Really got a lot of knocks, but she is so brave. She kept going. Every now and then she stood up.
Yes.
And continued to fight for her land or her nation, for that matter. They have really shown.
Gift Mazimba, one of the goal scorers. Look at that,
So let's see how it went. Okay. Still looked like an offside for me. Not at all. Jersey number 19 or 18 that scored. Should be jersey number 19 that scored. Number 2 was offside. But of course, jersey number 19.
Yes. Esther,
who also came on as a substitute. Really some super subs here. Jersey number 18 and 19 both getting their names on the score sheet. Really great stuff for Zambia, being the team of the moment, enjoying themselves.
Yeah.
But the real hurdles is to come after the group stages.
Mm-hmm.
Every team that qualified is for a particular reason. They qualified because they had prepared for it, and preparation has been tough. And those skills and tactics can only be displayed and be won.
Are we going for goal number 10? Are we going for goal number 10 here?
I do not want to see any goal number 10. It's not up to me. This is football. Can Mauritius really keep that away and be a goal better than last time?
Yeah, it is a free kick here for Zambia. Is history going to repeat itself? And we have less than 30 seconds. Yes, another shot! Well wide. Is history going to repeat itself? The last time these two met, Again, Zambia won by 10 goals to 0. Are they going to do that this time around again? Let's see. Now, goal number 10 looming. And under pressure.
Never to the goal line. Touch line, my girls. Touch line.
Touch line. Touch line.
Send the ball to the touch.
Is that going to be number 10? Goal number 10?
Well,
no,
blocked.
And the referee says we had enough of this attacking and doing one better than last year. That is Mauritius. Compliments to them, really, for fighting so hard and only conceding 9 this time around, unlike the 10 that they conceded last year. I mean, your overall take on this one, Salome?
Definitely, it is an improvement from their last encounter. Going a goal down, it shows that you have worked, and especially when you have received a red card just immediately after halftime. Like I said, this team really showed character, of course, and Zambia, they have gone better. I mean, they have gone a bit lower than their last time. They have shown momentum throughout. They wanted it more. It has been a long day for Mauritius, blocking all those balls and getting all those knocks. They kept going, they kept trying, they never gave up. The scoreboard speaks for itself. It has not been a great day for both Mauritius games, but we are seeing a woman of the match there in jersey number 20 for scoring a hat-trick. I will still give it to the Mauritius goalkeeper there, but unfortunately Zambia will be full of confidence heading into the next round, having scored so many goals.
Yes.
But they have controlled this match. They need now to regroup and really focus on what is going to come out. Will they be champions again? It's yet to be seen in the semi-finals. As for Mauritius, this is the end of the road, and they can only come back better. And I'm sure that this squad can progress better, but definitely not coming back as under 17. Hence, most players would have graduated, about 8 or 9 of them.
Yes.
They need to search again, and let's hope that the young ones are more determined and more hungrier than what we have seen. But well done to Mauritius. They have been a team to reckon.
Yes. And that was the story for today, as we stand back for the next team of commentary. Salome, thank you so much for coming through. And for me, Donald Boosing Tuaro, Mam Pudiwasone, till next time. And we go to CJ for the touchline.
Congratulations, coach, on I would say a boxes tick. You made your way all the way to the semi-final. How are you feeling after this victory?
Thank you very much. We thank God for the win. Not really the scoreline that we expected because of a few decisions that we made as players, as a team. But we thank God that we've gone through to the semi-finals with this scoreline and with a win.
Coach, what do you make of players like Banda and taking that hat-trick? How do you feel about having such a player on your side?
We really appreciate the efforts that she put in, and I remember in the dressing room, because last year she scored 4 goals, so I told her today she's going to score 3 goals, and she did just that. She told her to be calm and take the right decisions, make the right decisions at the right time, and she did that. I'm happy for her.
Coach, best of luck for that semi-final.
Thank you very much.
Coach Colette, unfortunate there, but you still look like a very happy coach. Talk to us about your emotions right now.
Yes, when you see playing against Zambia, a team that used to play for African champions and the 17 qualification, but you can see that the weakness of the team in terms of tactical aspects, but for us the weakness was that we are not exposed to international matches. But I'm happy because some homework has been done and we have made some adjustment. So we considered some goal again because of set pieces, but for me, I'm ready to prepare for the next COSAFA if we can replay again with Zambia, because I can see that we can play, even though the team is strong, we can in terms of tactical intelligence, mental aspects, and I'm happy because the players was fighting till the end, and most of them were saying we will lose 20, but we have done. For me, I'm happy, and I trust this team in 2 to 3 years they will be able to win the group stage and maybe in final of COSAFA.
Thank you so much, Coach, and the best of luck with that next mission in terms of getting these girls to that next COSAFA.
Exactly, and finally, one of our most objectives is trying to promote women football and also creating a clear player pathway. So it's a very good opportunity to get these girls play, and in Mauritius, it will help us to develop a more youth structure, especially for the girls. And I must say thank you to COSAFA because this platform is helping us a lot, and we are returning back with a lot of knowledge, a lot of things that have been taught there. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Coach.